Hi, Paul.
Hi. Well, we're so happy to have you on with us today because this is a very, very exciting movie, and just it starts out that way, and it's a real David and Goliath story, which classic thing, but it's all true, and it's hard to believe some of this is true, isn't it?
Yeah, it's incredible. This is the reason. Yeah, I mean, the story, the subject of this project is incredible. It's something that as many important dynamics between human beings, between like a style, a way to think about competition, about being a team to reach the victory, which is like something that you need something more, which is passion, which is like compassion, which is like trust, those kind of values that I think are the values of the Western society. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, and when you get a script like this, you must think, "Oh, I have to do this one," right?
Yeah. It was like I saw in this project, because everything started when I knew about this story. I knew about this incredible man called Cesare Fiorio, and how this man basically he won an impossible challenge, an impossible thing. It was because Audi at that moment was like impossible to beat, impossible. Four-wheel drive they had like a big industry behind that supported like the project and the World Championship. So like the impossible challenge, we can say it's like a kind of Fitzcarraldo. I don't know if you remember that movie of Herzog. Yeah. Incredible with Klaus Kinski and Claudio Cardinale. Wonderful movie. This Fitzcarraldo character, incredible. That it took like a ship on the mountain. Kind of thing. And for me as a producer, it was like this. Just to make this movie happen, it was like for me an impossible project to make up. It's but Jeremy Thomas, Lionsgate, they helped me a lot. Yeah.
And were you always a big racing? Were you always a big racing fan yourself?
No, not really. Yes, I knew something. I love cars. I like fast cars, speed cars. I like it. But I'm not that kind of. I don't have that kind of obsession and passion, because behind this particular story that we tell in the movie, I think I was like really interested about the dynamics of the impossible challenge, how you win, how you can get your target, how you can win, and to win, maybe you have to be, ready to lose. It's a simple thing. It's a simple movie, but all the things are there, simply delivered.
Well, in the beginning, he says that one thing he fears is losing, and that's kind of how we are sometimes, right? So you can identify with that, right?
No, nobody wants to lose.
Right.
Nobody. We don't like to lose. We want to win. But of course, it's not enough. It's not enough. This is the parable, and really you need to. And I like the way that this man, is focused every day. His obsession is like, how are we gonna solve this problem? How are we going around that rule? How are we gonna find a way to just make this happen, you know.
Absolutely. Well, now, and you've been doing, you've been winning on a high level yourself for the last many years, and it's got to be a fun ride in itself. But what kind of advice do you give to those actors that are looking at you, or producers that think this is what I want to do?
As an actor, you mean?
Yeah.
No, sorry, I didn't get the question.
What kind of advice, or what would you tell someone that wants to do what you do?
Okay. Oh, work, 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 non-stop. Just be focused. Put your, you know, throw your heart in what you're doing, and allow yourself, especially, allow yourself to dream. And this is a practice. You need everybody, you know, and you need to teach your soul to say, no, it's not true. This is not impossible. You can make it. You know, this is your imagination. This is your limits is because you think those are your limits. You can go just a little bit further. And then when you try to go a little bit further, and when you train yourself, or you allow yourself to just to do something better, something stronger, something real. Well, I think everybody has to do that, and we have to train ourselves, like to be more empathic, more dreamers. Those, especially, you know, in this moment where the future is so complicated around the world. But I think this is a good moment to say, just, you know, hey, come on, guys. No, just let's be a little bit more idealist,
Yeah.
a little bit. Some idealism, it is very important. Well, especially if you are an actor, and if you are a cinema man, if you want to make cinema, or whatever job you do, even if you are a journalist, even if you are, you know, there is like the minimum that you can make it. Everybody's happy. Okay, everybody's happy. Not enough.
Yeah.
Not enough. You need to go a little bit further.
Yeah.
If you want to do something special, then even if you are capable to do that, you're not sure that this is going to happen. You know, you never know. You never know. But if you don't try,
yeah. Well, and there's a lot that you can learn about this character, you know, for persistence too. But part of this is, you know, that mindset that you have to put yourself in to not only get in what you're doing, but stay in what you're doing. So is there something you tell yourself that kind of keeps you on that right path when you're going through a role like this?
well, actually, the training for my character was to produce the movie. Because as a producer, think about it. Cinema people, 100 people with trucks, trailers, going around the world, traveling around, arriving in places, and shooting the movie. It's basically a rally, just traveling the world, 100 people with trucks, trailers, eating shit, like we do when you shoot a movie.
Yep.
The dynamics are exactly the same. You have to convince the investors to put the money to make the movie. My character has to convince the sponsorship, the investor, the brand to finance the project. You have to save some money somewhere and spend it somewhere else. You know, it's the same. So being a producer of this movie, it's been the training for the character, basically.
Yeah.
It
Well,
was like very, very unusual, very strange, but good.
Well, and this tops off a great year. Of course, you had a Haunting in Venice earlier this year, which is awesome. We love that one. And then, of course, you know, the next film, it looks like is a film directed by Johnny Depp, right? It should be.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty exciting, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yes. Believe me. Yes, it is. We still shooting. We didn't finish the movie yet, but yeah, I can't really talk about that movie because I don't have the permission. But Johnny is
he's amazing.
he's incredible.
Yeah,
He's an incredible man. He's a wonderful man, a wonderful artist, a wonderful director. I have to say, yes.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot to learn from him too. Well, on the set, is there a certain memory from the set, like a certain day, scene, or time that you think you'll always take with you? You know, just years from now when people ask you about this.
Yes, we broke a car, a real one.
Oh wow.
Yeah. The pilot went out against the tree, and that moment I can't forget the moment. You know, was like the worst because like it was a real car, a real 037 that now is worth like 1 million euros. You know, it was like I said to myself, "Oh no, my God, oh no, this is a disaster." Thank God it wasn't so bad.
Yeah.
It wasn't so bad because he hit the tree, but very slowly. So we managed that. It was like, wow. but it was like everybody. We looked at each other and said, "No, man, come on, this is not why." Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, then last thing, of course, this film, there's a lot to think about. I mean, not only does it have good entertainment value, but you know, there's things to think about that you'll think about later on. What do you hope that people will take away and talk about after this film, after they see this?
Well, I would like, first of all, that they can reflect about, you know, there are some important values between like the friendship, the ambition, but also the like a kind of wise wisdom to succeed. You know, you have to be wise. You have to stay calm in difficult moments and ready to take decisions and be responsible of your decisions. You know, basically is being a man.
Yeah.
A man in terms of man or woman, you know, being a human, a fairness also, fairness. This is an important value for me. And this is the real reason why I was so passionate to make up this movie.
Yeah. Well, we're certainly glad you did. We really, really enjoyed it. Really, really appreciate your time and looking forward to seeing you more on that big screen again soon.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much. All right.
To you.
We'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you.